Developments tonight in a Channel 2 Action News collaboration with KFF Health News. We investigated Social Security overpayments. Now we've learned some families are losing their benefits because of money the government gave them as extra help during COVID. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray discovered the problem is tied to pandemic stimulus checks.
We're talking about the COVID stimulus payments people got from the federal government in 2020 and 2021. Social Security's own rules say those checks can't be used against you when determining eligibility for benefits. But we're hearing from people all across the country who say they lost their Social Security because of those stimulus checks.
So I just assumed since the government put the money in, they would understand that she's going to have extra money. All right, Julia, you want to read a little bit more?
Dave Gruen's daughter Julia's only income is her monthly Social Security disability check. Julia is blind and has cerebral palsy. But during the COVID pandemic, $3,200 in stimulus checks, economic impact payments were deposited in her bank account. Now SSA has frozen her monthly payments and is demanding thousands of dollars be returned.
And the only reason that her assets were too much was because of the stimulus payments she got during COVID.
Channel 2 Action News first exposed last month in an investigation how hundreds of thousands of families are being hit with overpayment demand letters from Social Security, even when it's the government who made the mistake. In the wake of our reporting, the Social Security Administration announced it will review its overpayment procedures and policies. But the policy for COVID stimulus payments is clear. In 2021, SSA directed employees not to count that money as income or assets for 1 year to avoid overpayments. Later, that was changed to indefinitely. SSA just updated its procedures again 2 months ago in another emergency message. But Kathleen Romig at the Center for Budget and Policy Priorities says that doesn't seem to be working as intended.
I think as a policy matter, the principle of not punishing people for receiving this assistance really makes sense. But figuring out how to make that work is a difficult and maybe even impossible problem to solve.
Darcy Milburn is with The Arc, a nonprofit working on behalf of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
There were quite literally hundreds of millions of opportunities for people to have been caught up in this kind of error.
Here we go.
In the Gruen's case, Social Security initially demanded Julia repay more than double the amount she got in stimulus money, about $7,300. For months of Social Security benefits the agency now thinks she was not entitled to receive. It's since lowered that amount a bit, but still has not acknowledged a stimulus money error.
They're still after me. Like every month, they send another letter. Did you forget? You still owe us $6,000.
In the wake of our investigation, members of Congress have called a hearing for Wednesday to look into these overpayments. We know senators have been asking about the stimulus check issues for the past 2 years, so we do expect questions on that. Reporting in the newsroom, Justin Gray, Channel 2 Action News.
And about that, the witness list for the hearing Justin just mentioned includes the acting commissioner of the Social Security Administration and representatives from the Office of Inspector General and Government Accountability Office, better known as the GAO.